welcome back. You know the drill as always. He's Dave. Welcome back to another Sports Rant. We got a lot to unpack, so let's get in it.
Let's get in it to win it, baby. We want to give not a rest in peace, but a speedy recovery.
Yes.
For Dick Vitale.
Second diagnosis of cancer, and this year alone, this man has been the voice of college hoops since before I was a kid.
Yeah.
Okay. If you've ever tuned in to March Madness, there is absolutely no way you have never heard Dick Vitale's voice.
Yeah.
Okay. If you've tuned in to watch key matchups during the year, if you're a college basketball guy like I am, there's no way you don't know who Dick Vitale is. He has been the premier announcer for college basketball. Again, like I said, before I was born. So for everything he's going through, we wish him a speedy recovery. We hope everything comes out positive. Prayers to Dick Vitale.
Yeah, Dickie V, baby.
Dickie V.
I don't watch college basketball, and I know who he is. Ben knew who he was.
Right.
So shout out to him. Also, a shout out to congratulations to the Chicago Sky for winning their championship. Go ahead, ladies.
Yep.
Do your thing. I will say they had the parade. Nobody came.
Right.
Nobody showed up. This is just proof. Where are all the ladies at?
Yep.
That was screaming and crying about they're underpaid. Y'all don't show up.
Nope.
Nobody showed up.
Nope.
The streets were empty.
And even afterward, when they were at the podium saying their thank yous, there was hardly no one there.
Nobody there. Family and friends. So
basically.
And that's the same people who watch the games.
Yeah.
So when y'all talk about income equality, go watch the game, go support the team.
Right.
Trying to hear that bullshit.
Need LeBron to be trans, and then you'll bring in the fans.
That's Joanna man. So.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go, LeBron man.
All right, so sticking with the NBA, of course. NBA kicked off this week. We had a great 2 opening games. The defending champs Milwaukee Bucks hosting the Brooklyn Nets.
Kyrie-less.
Yes.
Brooklyn Nets.
And the Lakers hosted the Golden State Warriors. Hold up, I hear a little something. Yeah, that's what you hear right about now.
Yeah.
All right. So the first game, Brooklyn at Milwaukee.
Right. They got monkey stomped.
I mean,
they couldn't stop Giannis.
No, could not stop. He was stepping all over them.
Interest in stopping him.
Nope. It was basically a KD show again. Some other guys did contribute, but they had no answer for the Bucks. And I think this is going to be, although I see them winning a lot of games, I see this being possibly a lost year for Brooklyn, if that's any indication. It's one game, but yeah, if that's the best effort you could put against Brooklyn, against the Bucks. Yeah,
I think they'll be fine, man. I mean, it's one game, and they are the defending champion, and it's not like Giannis is without skill, They just don't like to play defense over there. They like to do what the fuck they want to do.
Yep.
And obviously, defense isn't part of that equation, and I think they'll be fine. They have enough talent to get into the Eastern Conference Finals.
Well, they playing Philly tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So let's see how that happens.
Yeah.
See what works with there.
So then the second game that night,
yes.
Lakers hosting the Warriors. Okay. I had issue.
Speak on it.
I had issue with all these stars once again flocking to LBJ to help him win another chip. You don't see this nowhere else, except of course Brooklyn. All right, it's a new trend and it sucks, but it didn't help them against a revamped, Klay Thompson-less Golden State Warriors.
Who did things the right way.
And whose main star, Steph Curry, had a subpar night. Curry himself said he played like garbage, okay? And they still got the dub. Essentially, it was LeBron, it was AD scoring over 30 apiece. No one else on that team even no one hit double figures.
Carmelo Anthony had 9 points.
9.
Melo.
Okay.
9
points. Yeah. He was, I think, 3 of 7, right? 2 for 4 from 3-point land. And, Russ Mr. Triple Dub himself was held to 8 points on 4-14.
Mr. Show up to the stadium looking like a jive turkey.
Yeah. You call him a JT?
Call him JT.
Oh.
Jive Turkey is a little over the line, my man.
We know what
Like
happens.
he just came out of a 70s funk show.
Yeah, possibly.
He looked crazy.
Anyway, he looked frustrated. He looked lost.
Yeah.
This could be one of those situations where too much talent out of the team. Again, to echo what you just said about Brooklyn, it's one game. It's too early to tell.
Right.
But at least on the cover, that's how it looked.
Yeah.
You know?
Russ has to get used to the fact that he is not that dude
Nope.
on that team.
Nope.
You're not that guy.
He's not number one.
But he's not smart enough
He's not
to
number
realize
two.
that.
He is now number
third
3.
option, yeah.
And here's the punchline. Here's the kicker, okay? They got so many dudes on that team right now. Rondo came in and actually played better than Westbrook in that game.
Because Rondo is basketball genius. That's why.
All right? If this don't get fixed, it's a long shot. This is just based on one game. I know this, but if this don't get fixed and Westbrook keeps throwing them tantrums, like he looked like he was having minute tantrums in that game, I see him getting traded because they ain't trying to put up with that shit over there.
Yeah, they ain't gonna put up with it. I mean, LeBron is the alpha dog there. Everybody knows that.
Of course.
You know, you're gonna have to shut the fuck up and eat your food, man. Shut up.
Eat
Shut
a
up,
bag-
chill.
eat a bag of
relax.
dicks.
I think they'll be fine, man. They'll be fine. Just
Most
like the Nets
likely.
will be fine.
Most likely.
It's one game. They'll bounce back.
Right.
But speaking about our two teams, you
Huh.
know, let's give a sports rant toast.
Your Knicks.
The first dubs of the
Yes,
season.
yes.
You know, 1-0.
Your squad definitely had the more worthy game to pay attention to that night. First of all, you were playing a playoff team from the previous season. Let's even ignore the fact they got monkey stomped by Brooklyn in the playoffs and basically swept. Okay. The problem was that you had that game with like 3 and change to go with 11-point lead. And
dwindled it
you did a
down.
typical New York Knicks thing.
Yeah.
We don't want it. Here, you take it.
Yeah, exactly.
The funny thing is, that in years past,
That would have been
your team would have found a way to just
That'd have been
lose.
it. That would've
Okay?
been it, yeah.
They found a way to keep fighting, double OT, win in the end, and that place was
It was
rocking.
crazy, son. The Garden was the Garden all
Okay,
over again.
that's how the Garden's supposed to sound.
It's a great thing when the Knicks are good, man.
Yes.
I'm not saying we good yet, but I did like
You're
the W.
competitive.
We are definitely competitive.
Okay.
We definitely would have lost that game 2 years ago
Oh, no doubt.
without a shadow of a doubt.
Yes.
All the players are getting busy. Julius Randle stepped up.
Fournier.
Fournier,
Okay,
son.
you got a croissant dipper that can ball for you
Finally
now.
got a good croissant dipper, kid. They finally got a good croissant dipper. What's this dude? Ed Barrett was doing his thing. I was definitely feeling a Kimba. You know, even though he fucked up.
He did fuck up.
And to lose the lead, lost
Yeah.
the lead for us. Got the ball stolen twice.
But what I did like, at least for the one game I saw, it looked like Barrett's a little more comfortable from behind the 3-point line.
He started getting comfortable last
Okay,
season.
so-
But he's even more comfortable. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I'm getting a Barrett jersey.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. All right, so that was good. The Bulls, yeah, they pulled out a dub. I'm happy for that. Okay, but they had to come back against the Detroit Pistons. You have to come back against the Detroit Pistons. Your entire starting squad better be hurt, or someone better be drunk. Because opening night is still no. Cade Cunningham wasn't starting due to an ankle sprain.
Who knows if he's the truth anyway?
Yeah, no, you don't know. What's the other kid they got? Jeremy Grant. They got Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant's an okay player, but he shouldn't be the one that's outscoring or outdueling anybody on Chicago right now. It was 26-14 at the end of the first quarter. Detroit. This again is why I say I'm not feeling Larry Donovan.
Yeah.
All right, there's no legitimate NBA coach that would have allowed that to happen. Not an opening night.
Is it Billy or Larry?
Larry, I don't give a fuck. It's Joe the cable guy as far as I'm
Fuck with this
concerned.
guy.
All right, I don't fuck with him. But a win is a win. They managed to pull it out, 94-88. You know, we'll see where it goes from there. A couple other games that happened to start the season. Miami, and part of the pun, turned up the heat on Milwaukee for the Duck.
Their ass.
It was almost like
ass.
it was 2020 in the bubble all over again. Milwaukee they anticipated Milwaukee was going to go in there and do their thing. People forgot that not only is Jimmy Butler nice, but for some reason, the simp, he was their hero. Again, pardon the pun.
Yeah.
All right? Tyler Hero off the bench, 27.
Shout out to him.
All right. So, yeah, that was definitely a good game. Lowry was only 1 for 8. 1 for 8. Not good. Again, one game. Got to get better. The Wizards won in the North, despite Drake trying to get somebody ejected.
Yeah, he's a fuckboy fan.
He is. And you know what? He got that
Drake.
stupid ass smile when he does shit like that. You just want to kick that fucking teeth in. All right, the Rockets, they fell hard in Minnesota. Yo, when your opponent has to yell out to your coach to call a fucking timeout because you getting stomped. Dude, it was 72 to 45 at the half. 72 to 45. It was a 27-point lead at the half. And Anthony Edwards at one point had to turn around and look at Silas on the Houston bench and go, call a timeout.
Yeah, you guys don't have it, man.
Yo.
Absolutely pathetic.
It was.
I think they're going to be the worst team in the league this year.
It ain't going to be good.
Yeah.
Ain't going to be good.
I feel for them, man. I feel for them.
I feel for Jalen Green because I like Jalen Green coming out of college. I thought he got some nice hops. He gonna have to struggle out there in Houston for a minute.
Philly beat up on a Zion-less New Orleans team.
Right.
I'm a little worried about my man Zion, son. I fuck with Zion. I like him.
Yep.
I like his game. I like his attitude and his approach to the game.
That's 2 surgeries already.
He's man. I'm worried about him,
Yeah.
man. I think he needs to lose some weight, son.
Needs to lose some weight. Definitely needs to go the route of Mitchell Robinson. Work on them fucking legs.
Yeah.
Build up some strength in your legs, your knees. Work on that shit. Stretch them fuckers, cause these leg injuries you suffering now at a young age. Yo, go ask Patrick Ewing what he's dealing with today. What he was dealing with after 12 years in the league.
Yeah, man. It's a struggle.
Okay.
And it's not like you're not even old for NBA terms. What are you, like 21?
It's like 20.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
now maybe 21, but yeah.
Like, yo.
Nah, too many injuries, brother.
Yeah,
too many
man.
injuries.
You gotta lose some of that bulk, man. You gotta lose some of that bulk.
Yeah. So speaking about Philly, are we comfortable with saying Ben Simmons has passed Kyrie on the bitch ass meter?
Yeah. I mean, I understand that he wants out. Okay, I understand that. But yo, I gotta give it to him. He's playing chess. Now his back hurt, and he needs mental time off and shit, so he can still get paid. You know?
Yeah, I don't think he's playing chess. I think everyone else is playing chess. He's playing checkers.
How so?
Because you claim after a day of practice where you essentially just hung back, dribbled the ball. I mean, they didn't show every clip on the sports channels, but it basically looked like he really wasn't in it.
Right.
He walked off the court after a team huddle the previous day. My man was practicing with either a cell phone or a step counter or some shit in his pocket.
Yeah. He got sent home from practice and went to the strip club.
Yeah.
Daphne's.
Okay. And then the next day claimed his back was hurting.
Yeah.
Team doctors evaluating him and said, nah, you're cleared to practice. And he went home. Nah, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And then
that's the way he stayed paid.
Yeah, well, you know what?
I can't knock him for it. I mean, it's a good strategy.
It may be a good strategy for now, but you know, going into my zeros later, I'm gonna tell you how this is gonna backfire, or at least how I think it's gonna backfire. So, I also blame here that Daryl Morey is going the wrong way with this. You know, he basically has come out and said we're not taking less, we're not taking bench players for Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Okay. On one level, I can understand that.
I can understand
okay,
that too.
you want to make sure your team has the best players possible because the goal is to win a chip. But if Simmons is clearly going out of his way to be a disruptive force, then at this point, I don't care what you get back. Because if you get back 2 role players that in the course of a game will give you defensively close to what Simmons would give you and offensively more, I'd say roll the dice, take the chances. Because this type of shit, you got no harmony on your team right now. You've heard in separate occasions, both Embiid and other players are like, they don't want him. They don't want him around. And when the other 14 players on your team don't want one dude around,
you gotta go.
It's gonna be problems.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Okay?
You gotta go.
I personally think they gotta find a way. And this is, to me, the best player and still getting a starter that you could possibly try to swing for. You may have to give up another piece to get this done, and you're going to have to get at least 3 or 4 teams involved. Mm-hmm. And that would be trying to pry Sexton from the Cleveland Cavaliers. He couldn't reach an extension on his rookie deal, so he becomes a restricted free agent at the end of the season. Okay? Does that necessarily mean that Cleveland won't re-sign Sexton if given the opportunity? No. But the fact that Sexton has balled out in his very young career, and he has, and they have not been willing to pay him an extension already, tells me that they may not have him in mind for their future, especially given who their owner is.
Why aren't they considering a Kyrie for Ben Simmons trade? That would eliminate a bunch of shit.
Because you already know that Kyrie is already going to be unavailable for several games.
What games? You play in Philly.
You play in Philly. You got to play 2 games in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You got to play 2 games in the Knicks arena. Golden State.
Okay.
And I think, didn't LA just recently join?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and that's 2 games in LA.
Okay.
Because you got the Clippers and Lakers. You don't want a part-time player either. Is it less impactful for Philly than it would be the Nets? Yes. But also you got to look at Kyrie's contract. Kyrie's contract is way bigger than what Ben Simmons is making.
You think so?
I think so. All right, correction. We just checked the figures, and I'm wrong. They're basically playing the same amount. But Kyrie has basically come out and said if he ain't playing in Brooklyn, he ain't playing. So what motivation would it be for Daryl Morey to trade for someone who said I ain't playing if I ain't playing in Brooklyn?
These fucking basketball players,
okay.
Shout out to their union, but yo, when I tell you these are a bunch of fucking 7-foot divas, I've never seen the likes of this.
Oh yeah,
this is insane. Did you hear the scouting report on Ben Simmons when he came out of college?
Yes.
Yeah, let me read it to you.
Oh, please do.
You Sports Rant fans. Simmons' lack of competitiveness in crucial games has raised questions about his character. Those who know him best say he needs things to revolve around him on and off the court, and that he's often been closed-minded to coaching or instruction. If that is not what's happening right in front of our faces, I don't know what is.
And yet, there were some people that were dubbing him the next LeBron. How?
How, son? How?
With that kind of information, how?
Yeah, that sounds like Odell Beckham.
Now, I'll tell you something. You know, and I hate to beat a dead horse here, okay? But I have to in this case. You got to also... Rich Paul has a role in this. And Rich Paul is trying to do for Ben Simmons what he did for Anthony Davis. The problem is, this ain't Anthony Davis. This is Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons has not put up back-to-back-to-back 30-point games. Ben Simmons is being a bitch. Now, AD took the bitch road too, said he didn't want to play in New Orleans, but guess what? He's AD. He already had a resume of being a scorer, albeit an oft-injured one. He's a scorer. He's a defender. He's a rebounder. AD is essentially a triple threat because you're not driving the lane on him. He will block you like you won't believe. He will grab the boards on top of the scoring. Outside of defense, what does Ben Simmons do? As a point guard,
he bats people down and gets to the lane.
Okay.
I mean,
he don't score. He don't score.
He scores sometimes.
He scores sometimes, but and his free throws are horrendous.
Yeah, his free throws are terrible. He's an all-star though, Dave.
His free throw percentage is lower than Shaquille O'Neal's.
Yeah, he's an all-star.
Okay.
Kwame Brown gave him some great advice. I shout out to Kwame Brown. He gave him some great advice. He said, "Young man, you fucking up your money. You're fucking up the money."
Do you know?
He said, "Why can't you play with Joel Embiid?"
Yeah. Do you know he's already been fined like over $2.3 million? $2.3 million. That's just for missing 6 playoff games and for the suspension for the first game.
Yeah,
For
come
behavior
on, man.
detrimental to the team.
You don't get that shit back, yo.
No.
I know you making a bunch of money, but this is now, son.
Now,
This is now.
here's where it gets even better. You know the CBA is up in a couple of years. I think 3 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, CBA is up in 3 years. So here's the problem. So you've already had the Anthony Davis situation. You've had the James Harden situation. Now you have a Ben Simmons situation where these guys feel like they're going to act up. They're going to go home. They're going to say they can't play. I'm hurt. Yada, 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 yada. We're going to look at a locked out season because I guarantee you the owners of these NBA franchises have had enough, and they're going to look for something similar to what the NFL has right now.
They're not going to get it.
Then there will be a lockout.
I'm sure there's going to be I'm agreeing with you.
Okay?
I'm agreeing with you. But then the owners are going to have to bend. Because the NBA players are not, they built up such a strong union.
Oh, yeah.
The NFL PA isn't the NBA PA.
No, it is not.
The NFL
You're
PA
absolutely
is the
right.
worst.
You're absolutely right. But I see easily half a season being lost when the current CBA is over.
I agree with
because these owners are going to say, if you're going to act like this, then we should be able to cut you with no pay. No pay. Let another team dip into their fucking coffers. Thank you. Good word.
Thank
okay? I should not be hamstrung and be forced to take on the bulk of your salary in a situation like this with Ben Simmons, because that's essentially what's going to happen to Philly. Philly, on top of trading it for lesser players, is going to have to take on responsibility for some, if not most, of this contract. How is that fair to Philly? Now, granted, you heard me say a couple of shows back, it was no way I would have paid him this money when they gave him the 5-year extension. No way I would have paid. To me, he didn't earn it at that point. Defensively, he is sound. But there is no other aspect of Ben Simmons' game that came and improved enough for me in his first 3 years in the league, considering he had to sit out the entire first year due to injury.
Well, they say he doesn't even want to work on jump shots.
No.
They say he doesn't even try.
How do you justify that as a professional NBA player? I'm not getting better. I'm not even gonna try.
Because he thinks what I am good at works.
Okay.
And that's craziness. That's crazy talk.
So look out, because when the CBA is up, I guarantee you there's gonna be a lockout. You may have a lost half a season or maybe even a whole season, because these owners are getting fed the fuck up.
As they should. As they should be. All right. So that's enough about the bitch assness of the NBA.
Yes.
And getting into the college football season. All right.
And thank you so much for changing my mind on that game last week.
Which
Oklahoma State against Texas.
Told you, son.
You did.
I told you, son.
You did.
I told you.
You did.
I told you.
You convinced me.
Yes.
I had a little scare in the beginning.
Yes.
But Oklahoma State came back and they won that game.
Yes, that they did. Texas has no defense as
None.
per usual.
None.
It's fucked up because Texas used to have. They still didn't have. They produced good defensive players.
They did.
All right. The only Texas player I know of right now is playing in Baltimore. The wide receiver guy.
Yep.
Who Duvernay.
Yep.
That's it. And he was a twin. I don't know where his brother is at, but whatever. Yeah. So Oklahoma beat Texas like I anticipated.
Knocked Texas out of the 25. They're no longer ranked.
And they shouldn't be.
No.
They shouldn't be.
No.
My big thing was the Iowa game.
Woo!
I was so pissed off at that.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? The only team that could fuck up Iowa's chances was Iowa.
Yeah, they did. They fucked up their chances, man. I was pissed off at that. Now Penn State, they're gonna be down ranked. They're gonna lose ranking because they lost to these guys. You know?
No.
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean no?
Penn State is ranked 7th.
Yeah, but okay.
Iowa dropped to 11.
They may not lose. All right, I'm sorry. Let me go back.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll reset then.
Okay.
We'll edit that out.
My thing about Penn State is they may not lose rank, but they're not going to be considered when all the votes are tallied to be in that top 4.
I
because
disagree.
that was a bad loss.
I
man.
disagree. Because right now, Michigan is ranked 6th right in front of them. Okay?
And they have to play.
They play Michigan, I think, in another 4 weeks.
Okay.
Okay? If Michigan continues winning, they're undefeated. Okay? And you know, we got to mention this because it's going to play a role in not just what happens to Michigan, what happens to Penn State, what happens to Michigan State. This is all going to play a role with Oklahoma State as well. Follow me.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so right now, Ohio State and Penn State, respectively, 5 and 7. Michigan is 6. Oklahoma State is number 8, with Oklahoma at 3. Oklahoma and Oklahoma State play in the final game of the year. If they don't lose another game,
If who?
Oklahoma and Oklahoma State,
Okay.
okay? And depending on what happens with Michigan when they play the states, Michigan State, Penn State, and Ohio State, which are 3 of their last 6 games.
Oh, they're gonna get monkey.
Okay.
They're gonna get killed. Okay, go ahead.
Oklahoma has a shot at the top 4. Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
Okay? If they beat Oklahoma in that last game, if Michigan loses one of those 3 games they have coming up, if Michigan State loses a game, Oklahoma will have a chance at one of those top 4 spots. Oklahoma State, thank you for the correction again. Will have a shot at one of those top 4 spots when the college football committee starts meeting.
Provided they're undefeated.
Provided they're undefeated. Yes.
Right. Okay.
Okay? So everything that's about to pop off with Michigan and the 3 states are going to have a huge impact.
It's very exciting.
Okay.
Football season. It's a very exciting college.
Remember, Michigan State is undefeated as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Okay? Ohio State is ranked in front of Michigan at 5 and 1. Penn State is 5 and 1.
Yeah.
This is going to be a very interesting final week of 6 weeks in the Big Ten.
Is ahead of undefeated Big Ten teams.
Because Michigan really hasn't played no one, and when they have played other teams from the Big Ten, them too, okay? But there are certain teams that Ohio State has blown out. That's not necessarily from their quarterback play, but the final score has been so lopsided, it hasn't been funny. Michigan State, especially with other Big Ten teams that they've played so far, they have come close to losing.
Yeah, they've been some nail biters. You're right.
So,
you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All to be taken into consideration. Going to be a fun final 6 weeks in college football. So, quite honestly, in my opinion, there are no really ranked games being played this weekend. The only game that I deem worthy of spending some time watching is Oregon versus UCLA, simply because it has Pac-12 implications.
Let me tell you something, and I hate to say this, but I view Pac-12 football like I view watching Georgia Tech. It's unwatchable to me. It's unwatchable, and you know it's fucked up because USC used to be like that school. You had to watch.
Yes.
The best college championship I've ever seen was USC and Texas. Best one I've ever seen.
That was a good one. Yes,
I will
not.
Game ever, son. That game was ridiculous.
No, this is UCLA though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah, no, I know. You're talking about Pac-12.
Pac-12.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, bet you. Got you.
It's just unwatchable to me. Now I probably will. What does it come on at midnight? You know that type of shit.
Yeah, I think it's one of the later games, like 8 o'clock.
It always comes on after
West Coast.
You chilling. You know what I'm saying? You don't watch football all day, and here come this Pac-12 bullshit. I want to see an Arizona State game.
Well, they ironically, as you should say that, because I believe Arizona State and UCLA are in the same division in the Pac-12. Okay. If UCLA loses, Arizona will be in control for the Pac-12 championship.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. The fighting Lovie Smiths. Let's go, baby.
All right. I feel you on that one. All right. So moving on to the NFL.
Hold on. Before we get to that.
All right.
Georgia said they still run that triple option bullshit, right?
Yes, they do.
It's the most. Why? Why do you keep doing that? Why? It's unwatchable football. And who comes out of Georgia Tech? How do you get anybody to go there when you run that bullshit? They've been running it for fucking 20 years. They ain't win shit.
Georgia Tech gets legacy players
they had
to go
Calvin
there.
Johnson at fucking Georgia Tech and threw the ball there only 2 times a game. Stop that bullshit, man. You are not Navy, okay? Run a fucking a college offense, goddammit. Oh, it gets me sick when I have to watch these motherfuckers, man.
All right. Moving on to the NFL. So, rumors have once again surfaced that a possible trade of Deshaun Watson to the Dolphins may take place before, what is it, the November trade deadline. I happen to have a quick clip of a reaction of a Dolphin fan. Yeah. He read the news, couldn't read it, threw the paper back. You know, I know Brian Flores has said that Tua is his guy, but Tua is definitely not the answer in Miami. Too fragile, too inconsistent, and considering they do have some legitimate weapons at wide receiver, has not been able to get the ball. And a tight end.
Gesicki,
yes,
from Penn State.
Yes.
My guy.
Yeah. Tua is not the answer. Tua is just one of those guys that had a nice college career and, can't cut in the pros.
I don't think Tua is without skill. I think Tua is without, he's an injury-prone guy.
Oh, he's definitely injury-prone. But okay, it's similar to when, you know how Justin Fields was saying, I'm not going to have a problem with the speed in the NFL. Then he played his first game. Right? Okay. The speed in the NFL is different. Those defensive players, it's not one or two guys across from you that have a shot.
Everybody.
Every guy made the NFL. There's a reason they're starting on defense.
It's everybody, man.
So
Kyler Murray gonna learn that lesson soon too.
Yeah, well, Kyler Murray is still undefeated, we'll get on them though.
Yeah,
we'll get on them though.
I got my top 5.
But yeah, you had a thought on this whole Miami Deshaun Watson situation.
If Deshaun Watson, if he's innocent, this is a great deal for Miami.
If he's innocent, but he still has those court cases pending.
Still has them pending, and for some reason, the NFL is not letting him play. I don't understand that.
I want to know what happened to that independent investigation the NFL was doing. Very much like the independent investigation the NFL did on the Washington football team for those emails.
And now, do you know what's happening with that? Congress.
Thank you.
Congress.
Okay?
has taken over that shit.
You fucked, Dan Snyder.
You're fucked. But he seems like he gets us a million passes. Congress, please find some shit and give us our team back.
Yeah, well, guess what? This is not meant to sound sexist, so I apologize if it comes off this way. It's 2 women congresspersons that are coming after that investigation. Good. It's the 2 women Congress. I can't think of the names right now. I'll put them up here if I remember to put it in post. They are the ones that have now requested the information from the NFL on that 150 interviews that occurred from their own investigation, and are asking questions like, why was a written report, not released?
Why didn't you interview Jay Gruden, the head coach of the Washington football team at the time? What kind of investigation did you do? Beth Wilkinson?
Thank you.
You sold the ladies out for some chump change?
Oh, I guarantee you there was some pesos spread around.
Come on, man.
That's just bad. All right, so moving on. I personally feel.
Well, wait, because they talking about that being a multi-team trade and Tua coming to the Washington football team. Let me say this right now. I do not want Tua Tagovailoa on the Washington football team.
Do you want Deshaun Watson?
If we could have Deshaun Watson?
Without knowing what the future of those court cases are.
I would have to know. Because I can't. What are you going to do in jail? You know what I'm saying? But if
he can share a cell with Clinton Portis.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It'll be the all-star cell, son. But if he's innocent, yeah, hell yeah, I want Deshaun Watson. You can take Chase Young too, take him, and give me Deshaun Watson.
You give it up Chase Young for Deshaun Watson?
Yeah, easily, in a heartbeat.
Get the fuck out of here.
Take this motherfucker. Yeah, take him.
All right. No more for you. You cut off.
Oh, my God.
All right. So, from that headache to another headache, and of course, I got to get on my New York Football Giants. Joe Judge, you have been beaten thoroughly by the NFL.
Stop! He's already dead.
No, I gotta kill him.
Yeah, that about sums it up. You know, I'd like to try and give a pass for all the injuries that the Giants have dealt with, and it's quite a few. You know, there's about as many injured starting New York Giants as there were on the San Francisco 49ers last year, and we all know what happened with the 49ers. So the best thing I can say from this is we're going to get a high draft pick. And then we got Chicago's draft pick as well. But Joe Judge has proven to me at this point he is not head coach material.
Damn,
Simply because at the conclusion of the ass whooping they took at the hands of Los Angeles Rams, I actually stood at the podium and said, I think there are some positives to take from this game. What positives could that possibly be? Now, in fairness, the first quarter was actually defensively competitive for the Giants. They held the Rams to 0 points for an entire 15 minutes. They led 3-0. They were getting pressure on Matt Stafford. They sacked him. They forced fumbles. They forced bad throws. And then the second quarter came. And they gave up 28 unanswered fucking points.
It's the Rams, Dave.
28 unanswered points. I know it's the Rams. 28 unanswered points in 15 fucking minutes. They didn't score a touchdown until the last fucking minutes of the game. Okay?
They were getting harassed, man. That defense was on them, son.
The backup quarterback came in for the Rams. It was so bad. And the backup quarterback for the Rams is trash. That's how confident McShay was. McVay, thank you. Maybe I've had too much. Joe Judge, I'll be very surprised if you make it to the end of this season. Very surprised.
Joe Judge or Dave Gettleman? Because it seems like this is a Gettleman problem.
You know what? It is a Gettleman problem because he hired Judge. And the other guy who was in the mix, Matt Rule, is in Carolina. And although they did go on a 3-game slide, are currently, 4-3?
Let me ask you something, though.
With Sam Darnold as their quarterback?
What did you think he should have said? We got our ass kicked.
Our
guys are trash. What did you think he was going to say?
You know what? I got the perfect example for you.
They're what we thought they were. We played them in the third game. Everybody played 3 quarters. The Bears are who we thought they were. And that's why we took the damn field. Now, If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
You remember Dennis Green now?
I do.
How honest was he in that post-game interview?
Very, very. But
Okay? No. Let me tell you something right now. If your team fucks up so bad on that level, there is absolutely no defense. There is nothing you should be saying to reporters to try to soft soap it. But unfortunately, in the year 2021, we have to soft soap everything because we have to worry about everyone's fucking feelings. Fuck your feelings. The Giants suck. The Giants suck because the coaching staff sucks. The coaching staff sucks because they're coddling everyone. I will say it once again. We were in the running with a losing record for the NFC East last year because we were playing a weak schedule. And we took advantage of the games we were supposed to have. We were still 6-10. We are in week 7. And the Giants are horrendous. We will not have another chance at a win until we play fucking Philly. Okay? There's another 3 games before that.
Welcome to the club, man. Welcome to the club of your season being over.
Oh, yeah.
Before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It sucks, don't it?
It does.
It fucking sucks.
It fucking sucks.
Welcome
But
to
you
my
know
life.
what? I also put blame on ownership. Because it seems like the Mara and Tish combo don't get it. This is the longest stretch in my life that the Giants have sucked this long. In my life.
Listen to the privilege of you.
Privilege.
You sound like a Trump supporter. Listen to the privilege of you.
Never throw me in the fucking same sentence with
Exactly,
that
exactly.
orange-faced bastard.
Just listen to yourself. You know me, Dave.
Yes.
You know me.
Yes.
I've been a Redskins
Always.
and a Knicks supporter.
Yes.
A fan.
Yes.
Since you know me.
Yes.
You haven't even smelled losing.
It's not what I'm smelling losing. I'm smelling that we're going down that path.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
What I'm saying is, in my life, it was never allowed to last this long. There were some changes made, whether it be in the front office, whether it be with coaching staffs, and eventually the ship was righted. We have 3, 4, maybe 5 years of misery. And I'm not saying that every time the Giants will be in contention for Super Bowl. I'm not that delusional. But in my life, 86, 1990, had to wait till 07 and 2011 for the next runs. But even in between those runs, there were playoff years. There were competitive teams. There is no fucking fire in the Meadowlands right now. And sorry for this shot, brother. We may as well have a fucked up field like FedEx as well.
No, the field's not fucked up no more. Thank you very much. Don't play us. The field's not fucked up no more. It's the only thing we've gotten right.
Just the plumbing.
Yeah, it's just the stadium. The field is fine. You know, I haven't seen a good playoff run since 1991.
You know, I have to apologize because that almost sounded like a zero rant.
Yeah, well, it did. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine, man.
All right.
It's fine. So we got heroes and zip. We got
We got your top 5 bottom 5. Yes, can't go through a game without your top 5 bottom 5.
Top 5. All right. Arizona's number 1. I got to give it to them.
No way I can argue that.
Can't argue with it. They're undefeated. You know, they doing their thing.
And they're doing it convincingly.
Kicking everybody ass.
Yes, they are.
They should have lost that Minnesota game, by the way.
Should have, but you know, like the old lady said,
should have, could have, would have.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins. All right.
You know. It wasn't him.
No, I know it was him, but I can't. Kirk Cousins. I gotta do it.
The kicker missed the damn field.
I love that clip.
Rams at number 2. I think you you saw it for yourself.
I'm still recovering, man.
Okay. Clearly, the Bucks number 3. All right. Oh, the defending champions still only have 1 loss, and that was to the Rams. Cowboys, which hurts me to my soul, man. But them dudes are for real.
They are.
They are for real.
They are.
They're gonna climb up this ladder.
And you know what? I felt bad for the Patriots at the end of that game. I felt bad. But you know what? That was a true test for Dallas, and they didn't falter.
Despite their coach doing something unbelievably stupid.
They're gonna win, and they reaching at least the NFC Championship game in spite of McCarthy.
Yeah, McCarthy's a terrible fucking coach.
He is.
Packers at number 5. All right.
Aaron Rodgers.
Here we go. Bottom 5. Starting from the bottom. The Detroit Lions, we already said when they hired this fucking moron.
They may go winless.
Dan Campbell, they were going to be terrible. It has become true.
Yeah.
Miami, they just lost to the winless Jags. I feel for my man Brian Flores. I really thought he was going to have something this year. He has not.
It's gone south for them.
It's gone south quick. The Jags are my number 30 team.
Mm-hmm.
They're terrible. Won their first game this week across the sea. The Texans, that first game was great.
Oh, the wheels fell off the bus after that.
Right off quick.
Yep.
And the last team is the Washington football team. We're terrible. We got the worst defense in the league, statistically in every category. It's just terrible. We got Taylor Heineke throwing interceptions all the time. It's just bad business. I haven't seen. Do you realize, Dave? I've been alive for 40 years. Okay, I've been a Washington football team fan for 30 of them. I haven't seen a franchise quarterback in my lifetime.
That is sad.
You realize that?
That is sad.
You realize that?
That is sad. Could be worse though.
No, it can't.
Could be a Cleveland Browns fan.
Yeah, the Cleveland Browns have hope.
Oh no! I meant about the franchise quarterback part.
I don't know, man. I would take Baker Mayfield.
Oh no! Before Baker Mayfield, how many quarterbacks have Cleveland gone through since they became Cleveland Browns once again? I'm not even after they left town and became the Baltimore Ravens. This new version of Cleveland Browns.
You know what makes it bad is that they took our scrap heap, Bobby Three Sticks, and thought he was something. That's how bad that's been. All right.
Yeah, that I don't disagree with your list, but I will say this in fairness to your defense, if Heineke was not throwing all those interceptions and making all those turnovers, the defense wouldn't have to be on field as much.
Nah, son, they on the field all the time because they suck. Okay, they suck.
Which you know what?
Because there's a lot of times he don't turn the ball over. He just been doing it the past couple of games.
This is true.
They've been sucking since week 1, and Justin Herbert destroying them. I
mean, look, and let's be honest. I'm not trying to throw salt in the wound. I'm not trying to make my situation seem better.
I'm always honest.
The Giants should have beat y'all.
Should have beat us.
Okay.
Should have beat us. We're a field goal away from a false
yes.
A false start.
Yep.
Not a false start, but an encroachment away from being 1-6.
Not even that. A questionable holding call, right? Which negated Jones's touchdown.
Okay.
Right? That would have won the game right there.
I don't know how questionable that was.
No. You argued to me it was ticky-tack.
Okay.
I saw it. I even said at the time, and anyone who watched this can go back to that episode. I said that, I thought it was holding. But you got that, okay?
Yeah.
And there were a couple of situations where, matter of fact, the missed catch by Slayton in the end zone.
We should have lost that game.
You should have lost that game.
We should have lost that game.
It should have even come down to the field goal.
We should have lost that game, and we should have lost the fucking other game, the Atlanta game.
Yeah.
Because Taylor Heineke was just throwing fucking passes into the other team's hands, and they kept dropping it. So we should be winless right now.
Facts.
It is what it is.
Yeah, you should be sharing that fate with the Detroit Lions right now.
Yeah. And now let's pick our picks.
Yeah.
I'm about to shock the shit out of you. But go ahead.
So, we already got the Thursday night game that happened. We're not going to delve on that. We'll do next Thursday's game. So, Sunday, we got your Washington football team against Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay.
Washington, nigga, let's go. Let's go. I got the Washington football team winning this game.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Yeah.
Is it cracking here?
Cracking there, son. That's right.
All right.
I got us winning this game.
All right. I'm taking Green Bay.
And it's not the fan in me, because I constantly pick them to lose. But I just got a feeling.
Please tell me. What is the feeling?
I got a feeling. I just got a feeling, man. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just have a feeling.
It's time.
We always play Green Bay close.
It's time for church. I got a feeling.
Yeah, I got a feeling.
Everything will be all right. All right. Sorry. Yes, I have been a Pentecostal
Let's
church.
go.
All right. Kansas City Chiefs at the Tennessee Titans.
I got the Titans.
I have the Titans also. Derrick Henry about to run for over 200 yards on that KC defense.
Let me ask you something. I know 99 is the limit in Madden. What the? He has to have 100 in everything, son.
Dude,
I've never been so wrong about a motherfucker in my life.
Dude.
That dude is ridiculous.
He is. He is. You got the Atlanta Falcons at the Miami Dolphins.
The most boringest game this week.
Yeah.
I got Atlanta.
I also have Atlanta. The 1-win New York Jets against the what is it? 1-win New England Patriots.
They have 1 win?
I think they only have 1 win each.
Oh, okay. I got the Patriots.
I also have the Patriots.
The Patriots, by the way, is my new team. Rocking with my man Mac Jones. That's my guy. Go ahead.
I'll believe that when I see him wearing a Patriots hat. All right. Anyway.
Yeah, I doubt you'll see that.
Nah, I highly doubt I'll see that.
They my backup team.
So, moving from one hapless New York team to the other, we got the Carolina Panthers at the New York Giants. I am taking Carolina by at least 14.
Jesus Christ. Well, I'm taking Carolina. I don't know if it's about 14.
All right, moving on. You got the Bengals at the Baltimore Ravens.
Listen, man, I went back and forth about this, but I got Baltimore coming out of this.
I got Baltimore. Yeah.
Did I leave them off my top 5? Yes, I did. I'm gonna replace the Packers with Baltimore as my number 5 team. By the way, go ahead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't argue that.
Yeah.
Can't argue that. All right. So moving on, we got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Vegas.
I am also taking Vegas. I'm with you on that one. The Rams host the Detroit Lions. Rams.
Yeah, it's not even worth answering
No.
that question.
Another couple of games.
Not even worth answering this one either.
Yeah, Arizona hosting Houston. Arizona. Tampa Bay hosting Chicago.
Tampa Bay.
Now, you know, Chicago is where Tom Brady had his brain freeze last year, where he thought it was still 4th down when they just ran 4th down.
Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah.
He gonna make up for that. Tom Brady holds grudges.
Yes, he does.
He's gonna destroy them.
Oh, he gonna embarrass just a few. You know, he is undefeated against rookie quarterbacks. Yeah, Tampa Bay, and it's not gonna be pretty. The San Francisco 49ers host the Indianapolis Colts.
I got 49ers.
I'm taking the Colts, man. Wentz is looking good right now.
He is.
Monday night, you got the New Orleans.
They cut my boys, son. They cut my boys, kid. Fuck them. Go ahead.
All right. New Orleans Saints at the Seattle Seahawks.
I got Seattle.
I'm taking Seattle too. And next Thursday, we got a good one. We got the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, that's woo.
That's gonna be a Thursday game to watch. You said Green Bay?
I got Green Bay. I'm playing at the Packers.
Yes.
I'm playing Green Bay.
I'm taking Arizona. Fuck the discount double check.
All right.
Here
we go.
We got heroes and zeros. I got a hero.
Let's go.
Holy shit! I didn't think this was gonna happen. It's a minor hero.
All right.
All right. My hero is actually Urban Meyer, head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's my hero this week for one very simple reason, okay? He basically said in London, fuck it. You can't fall out of last place. He rolled the dice with 5 seconds left on the clock and had his offense run a play that took exactly 4 seconds off the clock to gain extra yardage to give him a better shot at the field goal. They completed, and they won the game. You got a lot of coaches in the league this year they would have tried that kick from where they were. And if it would have been missed, you got overtime. What we can do in 5 seconds.
Right.
He took his balls out. Not unlike the woman that was grinding on him. And said, fuck it. I'm going to roll the dice. And came out a winner. And so did Jacksonville. Ending a 20-game losing streak for the franchise.
In London.
Kudos to Urban Meyer for that one win. Maybe the only one they get until they play the Jets. Anyway.
I don't know why you think the Jets are so bad, man. They'll be fine.
Because they are.
They'll be fine. I have a -0. It's a very minor hero. Excuse me. Very minor hero. There was a boxer in Russia who killed a fucking bear, okay? After the bear mauled his homeboy to death.
Yup.
Shout out to that motherfucker. That's a friend, son. That's a friend.
By any chance, is his last name Drago?
No, it's not Drago. He beat him and stabbed him to death. How the fuck do you stab a bear to death? Shout out to you. Russian built different.
I just had a fucking image of Predator. What's the fucking actor? Duke?
Yeah.
Right? Bill Duke was stabbing a fucking boar.
Yeah, but this is a bear.
Yes,
bear.
but have you ever seen a wild boar?
Yeah, I've seen a wild boar.
Okay, then.
I've also seen a bear.
Yes.
They're bigger and more wild than boars.
Yes, I'm just drawing a parallel.
I get it.
All right.
But damn, son.
Yes.
Damn. Kudos to you. Shout out to you, my guy.
For avenging your fallen brother.
You're a dude.
Yes.
You can come on the Sports Rant anytime.
I want to drink with that guy.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to him.
He's Russian. He'll probably drink under the table.
Just fucking mauled your man and killed him. And you still killed him. Good job.
Wow.
Good job.
Wow. All right, so on to the never painful zero aspect of our show.
Here we go.
We got some good ones.
Yeah, we do got some good ones.
You want to go first or shall I?
I'll go first.
All right, man.
My zero today is Ed Ogeron. All right. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh.
First of all, he wins the national championship 2 years ago.
I think they want to inspire him now, but yes, go ahead.
Immediately divorces his wife. Starts simping for these young bitches. All right.
Very similar to this year.
Yeah, exactly. Starts bringing them around the campus, putting their kids in practice plays with the team, bringing them around the team. That's never a good idea, Ed Ogeron. Let me explain something to you, Ed Ogeron. My mother is 34 years older than I am. I would never discuss what happens on any aspect of my life that's wild.
Nope.
With her. DeQuavion, his mother's 14 years older than him. Guaranteed. They're friends, my guy. He's talking to her.
Yep.
You know this crazy motherfucker did this, mama? And she's talking to the other Travions of the world and their mothers who are friends with their sons. They're not going to your school. They're not doing that. You're bringing paid hoes to the fucking organization. You're bringing them to practice. You're playing with their illegitimate children. What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't feel sorry for you because you did it by yourself.
Yep.
And you getting $17 million to go eat some dicks.
Well, in this case, you're gonna eat some pussy.
Yeah, you're gonna go eat some ridiculous pussy. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He gonna occasion that up though.
Yeah, you gonna occasion it up.
Yeah.
And you're gonna. I hope you don't make any illegitimate kids.
Oh, he will.
You shouldn't have divorced your wife, man. You should have just kept her and kept it moving.
He gonna make some illegitimate kids that gonna talk just like rah, 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 rah.
Exactly. And your next fucking stop, you're gonna be like the dude from Louisville who has chicks on a motorcycle and getting into the car accidents and shit. Petrino.
Yeah.
Come on, man. What's wrong with you?
Nice one.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Ed Ogeron? It's not like LSU is a steaming example of good behavior. Everybody from there is crazy. Darius fucking whatever this Geis raping old women. The other dude playing with kids, Barkevius. So you know I'm not making up names. Barkevius Mingo, look him up. It's a real person.
It is.
They got the coldest to ever do it. He plays for LSU. I'm not joking when I say Darquavius and shit. These are the motherfuckers that go there. You're recruiting from Louisiana. Common sense should say don't bring hookers around these children. But you do it anyway.
Yep.
You're a fucking idiot and you don't need another job, man. I hope you invest wisely in that $17 million because it sounds like that's the last $17 million you gonna get.
Yep.
Deservingly so. You're a fuck boy and an idiot at best.
Well said.
Thank you.
So, I got 2 zeros. One's a minus 0.
Okay.
And I don't think you're going to fully agree with me on this one.
Okay.
But I'm going to say it anyway. My minus 0 is Deion Sanders. You know where I'm going with this.
I know where you
Okay. So, apparently, Instagram personality Brittany Renner was hanging around the Jackson State football team at their last game. I think it was homecoming.
Because she went to Jackson State.
Because she went to Jackson State.
She was an athlete.
Yes,
at Jackson
she
State.
was. She was. Okay, so fairness.
Let's give her props.
Yes.
Okay.
That's about the only thing I'll give her props for. But, you know, those of y'all who know, Brittany Renner basically trapped P.J. Washington. And P.J. Washington going to be one broke motherfucker right now. You know, P.J. Washington was 18. She was 27. She was scouting him.
I do know that.
Okay. So she was at the Jacksonville State homecoming game. And after the game, wound up taking photos and hanging out with members of the Jackson State football team. You know, the team that Deion Sanders coaches. The team that his son plays on. Are you insane? Did you not pay attention to what's going on with this woman? Are you trying to get these kids trapped early? For real, Deion? Ain't no way you didn't hear about Brittany.
It's Brittany, bitch.
No fucking way.
Because she wouldn't even be there. If she wouldn't be talking to you.
First of all, if you wasn't the head coach, she probably wouldn't be there. Not hanging around the team. Because last time I checked, ain't no one on that team been mentioned as far as potential draft status. I could be wrong. I'm just saying I ain't heard of it.
I think Deion has to be more worried than his fucking players.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Deion, if you get me too'd, don't be fucking surprised. Don't be surprised. You let her hang around the team. You let her take photos. And God knows what else. And I really, really hope, Deion, that after everything was said and done, if you really know who this person was, you at least bought all them cats 10 boxes of condom each and told them to double up on each of them.
And not those HBCU fucking campus condoms.
Ramsey.
Yeah, get some good shit. Get some good shit.
Okay?
Yeah, I don't agree with you 100%.
I knew you wouldn't.
I understand.
Yes. So moving from minus 0, at least my eyes are minus 0, to a big 0, we're going back to Ben Simmons. Why is Ben Simmons on minus 0? Well, obviously, all the bullshit that's been happening, not just recently, but this summer, with him saying he don't want to play in Philly no more. He'll never play another minute, another game on that court as a member of the Philadelphia 76ers ever again. And then the motherfucker just shows up. All right. My beef with Ben Simmons is he is not mentally prepared to play basketball right now. I'm going to say that again. He's not mentally prepared to play basketball. let's get one thing straight. There's absolutely no way you can't be not mentally prepared for basketball. I don't care if you like your current situation, you like your current contract, if you like your current teammates. I'm going to run 3 players down. I mentioned this to you the other day. I'm going to run them down right now. Larry Bird. Larry Bird. We all know who he is. If you don't know, look it up. Larry Bird, while in high school, had to choose a college with multiple recruits pouring at him at every turn right after his father committed suicide. Man never said I ain't mentally prepared. Picked the school, went to it, rec shop there, went to the NBA, rec shop there. Didn't miss a beat. Michael Jordan, 1993, his father's missing. We all know what happened there. So the heat of the playoffs. Didn't miss a game, didn't miss a basket. Fought through every game. Was quiet in interviews, but he was mentally prepared. Bill Russell, one of the greatest players to ever live. Still living. 11 championships over 12 seasons.
11.
Thank you.
Fucking 11.
Okay? Played in one of the most racist towns in this country.
To this day.
Yes.
To this day.
Knowing that as much as they cheered for his Boston Celtics to win, deep down, they still looked at him and called him a you-know-what. 60s and 70s, baby. That's when he did his thing.
A porch monkey. A moon cricket.
He can say it. I can't.
An N-word.
You're not mentally prepared, Ben Simmons. You have no clue what mental stress is. And all these half-sissies out there claiming mental fatigue, mental issues. But I can't handle this shit. It's all these fucking crybabies that was born after 1995. All of them. Soft, sissified, pampered.
Bitch made.
Fuck you, Ben Simmons.
Facts.
You ain't mentally prepared, you better get mentally prepared. Because guess what? At the end of the day, whoever trades for you has to know they can count on you. And you ain't showing them shit. Fuck off. Go back to Australia.
I love your rant. I loved it. But I think that mental shit is all just bullshit.
It is.
For him to just get paid and not work.
Absolutely.
He's on this Kyrie Irving shit.
Okay? He trying to get his welfare check. Just, a lot of zeros behind it.
There you go.
All right. Love doing this, man.
Yeah, man.
This was a good one. It was a long one, but it was a good one. We got a lot of points made. You know what? You got any points you want us to make? You got something we want to talk about? Hit us up down below. Get us some suggestions. You know what? Not too long from now, we're going to find a way to take some calls on the Sports Rant.
Dion.
Okay?
All in.
Ain't going to be live. I'm going to edit it for later. But guaranteed we're going to get you on the show. Okay? We'll let you know in advance what the topic going to be. And definitely you're going to be able to speak your piece. Okay? Always have a great time here. Always have a great time with you. As always, he's Dave.
He's Dave.
This is another Sports Rant, baby. Peace and be good.